just make sure everything's going properly. Yeah, it looks like we're live. This isn't really just going to be a necessary live stream, but hopefully it'll stay up on my channel. I am going to show you guys my warm-up that I do for all competitions, and even just before playing. It is a little bit harder to do on my higher ping. Normally I'd run 60 at my own place, but I recently got an office, so I can get a lower ping, and that actually drastically brought down my ping, surprisingly. But like I said, high ping always been an issue for me, especially living in Alaska. It's an issue for everybody here. It's really hard to go actually make money off of this game whenever you're on high ping due to like taking walls, stuff like that. It's almost nearly impossible. So you kind of just have to change up your playstyle a little bit. It's going to be harder for me to do some of these retakes, but normally whenever I start off, I just kind of mess around and create. Just kind of get my time built up right. I don't really have to worry or focus so much on editing, because we do have this course gladly. So yeah, the first thing I do is just kind of warm up in my 1v1 map. I just kind of crank around, try and get down my double edits, my retakes, my side jumps, just kind of between. Holy 70 ping. Yeah, that was a weird jump. See, but like whenever I'm doing this right now, it's not. There we go. It's only single editing that time. The main purpose of this is not really to show you guys only what I do, but to kind of give you an idea to get down to consistency, because competitive Fortnite isn't the same if you're not consistent. That's why some of the best players in the world are doing every competition and placing very highly in it, such as like Energy, Benji, Fishy, or Monaco, or even Vuga, you know? If Vuga wasn't consistent, you would have just known him as, you know, World Cup qualifier, which everyone really does. But he's won more competitions than just the Fortnite World Cup. So once you start getting your builds down, I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but like I would probably crank for, you know, if I'm in a rush, I can do my warm up in 20 minutes, but I prefer to get a solid, like, probably like closer to 20 minutes alone, just cranking and creative. But the next thing that I would do, now this is in no particular order, but this is just the order that I do it in. The next thing that we're going to end up doing, that I would do, is either the Assault Edit course or Raiders, or no, Sacavax, Scovax, I don't know what it's called. Alright, back up. We're going to do Scovax, Sacavax, aim course, that's what it's called. Oh, one thing that I do for high ping, obviously I have my own island, which I will publish as soon as I possibly can, but I also use map for better ping. So code's right here on the screen, 0312-3816-6558, created by Peter. You know, he's had this map out for a long time. And sometimes it helps me, but other times it doesn't really much. Like right now I'm averaging, you know, 40 to 45 ping, but with all of these in, sometimes I'll get down into the 20s, 25s ping. So right here's edit course, and then I also use Scavox aim trainer. This map has a lot of things you could do on it. You don't have to do just what I say, but I do like horizontal tracking and then popcorn. I've had this map since before Chapter 2 started. You know, Mongrel used it to get his aim. There's some insane clips you can find on YouTube. Invite from the boy. Yeah. This time it usually brings up my ping by about 10, which kind of sucks. But you know, it's just aim. It's not like it's an edit course or anything crazy like that. Now if you're going for records, so like if you're doing the mini TF, Tile Frenzy, you can go for like records. I just build 4 close on that. Go one layer up from the ground. And I use the scar for it because the scar actually has lower bloom. So if we can see while I'm standing, my crosshair goes almost all the way up, and then if you crouch, it actually goes in like a tiny bit. Even for shotguns too. But if you're not going for any records or anything, trying to get a high score, I'd use a blue AR, because you're more likely to get a blue AR in game than you are a golden scar. But yeah, the golden scar just has a slightly smaller bloom radius. But the first thing that you can either do is horizontal aim trainer, which is the one where it's going like this and you're tracking the little zombie dude, or popcorn. I never really used this because I didn't really see a purpose for it. But I saw Ghost Bizzle do it in his warm-up video, and it seemed really cool. So you just kind of track them, so they're gonna go up. Especially with the new additions of the crash pads in game. This should really help you warm up, because it's just like a crash pad and you beam them out of the air. And then I'll do this for 2 to 4 minutes. So it has a timer going right there for 2 to 4 minutes, or 2 minutes. And then once it ends, not or anything, it should just continue on its own. It will make a buzzing sound whenever you're done. But, the other one, I don't really use flick shots. So tracking, you can kind of hit them 4 times. I think they have 450 HP, something like that. But if you do that, it'll launch a whole lot more, and they're all one tap. So you can kind of work on your... flick shots here. Yeah, that's pretty much that one. The other one that I use in here is the under tracking, horizontal. This is the one that I was talking about. Oh, and then for pretty much all of these, I build up a couple layers, especially this one, because up there, you have this massive floor here. So I go 2 up, there's a cone and the floor on top, like a double edit, and then I just get on top of here and crouch. Should be about 50 meters away, yeah. And I would probably start off not even shooting at it. There goes off the other one over there. So that's what the 2-minute timer sounds like. But yeah, I just not like track it, not shooting, like 2 times, just so you can get the feel of the pattern of it. And the lower your ping is, the smoother this guy is gonna move. So that's why you want a low ping. But it doesn't really matter. You probably do this just for another 2 to 4 minutes. But if you can do it like 2 times a day, that would be amazing. After about a month, you'll notice your aim is starting to get a whole lot better. One thing that I really noticed about my aim style is that I almost rarely ever go for headshots. If I'm close quarter with a shotgun, I'll go for a headshot. But with an AR, I'm almost always trying to go for body, because if you get a tag, that really puts you in an advantage, not only mindset, but it kind of scares your opponent. Also known as pre-fight damage, so damage dealt before your player can see you, notice you, or engage you. But yeah, if they're, you know, obviously standing still and I want to go for a beam, then I'll 100% accuracy on the head, then I'll drop down to the chest area. So then if I hit a headshot, it's pretty much bloom. But maybe not that fast, but this you can use to warm up if you want to change your sense. Change your sense, hop into creative, hop in this map. For a little bit. The other thing that I would recommend doing is tap firing. That's what I almost always do. Because if I'm tap firing, that's what I'm pretty much doing in game, as long as I'm not hopping into someone's box. So like, this is a tap fire, and then this is a hole. It will shoot faster, and bloom may give you better RNG, but your tracking and your headshots on tap firing is just so much higher. But only tap fire. Yeah, I guess it's probably say only tap fire if, you know, you see someone flying through the air or taking long distance shots for in-game. Then you can reset that, and then now we can go back to hub and take a look at our last map. I would go back and change this back to the map for better ping, just so you can get the most use out of it. In case you're wondering what it does, is it takes a large map file like box fight FFA underwater, like this map right here, and it just puts a slab of literally nothing. It's just water. So rather than your PC having, or your RAM having to preload this, it preloads this, which is just so much better. Takes up way less RAM. Assault edit course. This one was made for the I think it was Assault's 150k edit course challenge. It's an insane map. I tried doing it, but I mean, some of those dudes are just zero pingers, you know. Pretty hard to compete with them. But yeah, Assault edit course challenge. Map code is 1026 65 or 6235 9787. And this is one of the hardest. If you're like new to like speed editing or anything like that, don't just hop into this. Go and do something a little bit easier, like one of Mongrel's first edit courses. That one will be a little bit easier. This one's very advanced, but yeah, as you can see, they have wording here. This is just for their test, or for their challenge. But what I like to do is set a cone over it, because right here, this is an edit down, so you can just land here and then hit that, rather than, you know, if this wasn't here, having to jump up and hit it. But it won't take you 20 minutes. This should take you about 7, maybe. Fastest time, I think, was like 5. The only flaw with this map is there's a spot up here. It's right here at the top of this. You can edit down and you'll fall down under the map, and you pretty much have to build up, so it kind of screws your time. But other than that, that is the only spot where that I guess you could break it and get out. But yeah, you pretty much fall down there. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, everything else you can't edit through it. But this pretty much has about everything for edits. This would, I recommend this, like, if you're trying to get work on timing, work on your initial edit speed. If you just want to learn different edits and how to edit, you can check out Raiders edit practice map. I used to use it back in like season 5 to 7. If you're wondering why I keep on placing my ping, it's because I use scroll wheel reset edit. If you're on keyboard and mouse and you're not using scroll wheel reset edit, it's, obviously mad respect, because it is definitely a lot harder, but then again, it helps you so much in resetting walls. In case you don't know what it is basically if you edit this, you have to press your edit bind. For me it's E, left click, and then to reset it, you have to select that edit, and then it confirms it, or you can just press it and right click it, then press E again. But with scroll wheel reset edit, you just flick down your scroll wheel, and then it's reset. This is the part that always feels like I'm getting carpal tunnel. There's 2 different edit down sections in this map. It is a little, as you can see, if you can do it quickly, it's not. Really can't do this. There we go. Yeah. This part's a little bit tricky for high pingers, because it's going by really fast. In the initial video, to actually qualify for the edit course challenge, I think you're supposed to reset, then edit like that. But it's nearly impossible for me to do, I think. And for my warm-up, that's pretty much everything I do. If I do it in that order that I showed you guys, I'll probably end up actually going back and redo my gaming, just so that it's fresh in my muscle memory for when I go to what the heck? This is also one of the parts that you were supposed to reset this. Wait, no. You were supposed to reset that, then that, and edit through like that, but that's not gonna happen by me. This is not a combat course, it's just an edit course. So there's not gonna be a part where you can pick up a gun and go shoot up break or something. It's just strictly editing. So So it started off on 20 minutes, it goes down to 13:11. It's about 6 minutes and was that 49 seconds. My fastest time is when this was on 12:50, so be closer to 5 minutes and 40 seconds. And I think the record was 4:58. Could be wrong. Check it out. The run's on YouTube. But yeah, I think that's just about. I think that's just about everything. And, you know, obviously go back to the aim trainer and do that, and I'll hop in my arena game or even just vibe in a comp or do a comp, whatever. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll probably start up another stream just so I can go back into arena and crank a little bit as well. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the streams. I'm sorry I was grounded this past week, so I didn't have my phone, and I wasn't able to upload. And obviously, since I was able to move into my new office, I have way better ping, so I can actually support a stream and everything. Yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.